Hi friends, this is Atul Patrikar with Sai Patrikar. So today I will show you how to deploy the ASP.NET Core VB 9.0 in our local IIS server. Okay. So I am going to open the Internet Information Services IIS Manager. So you can see here is our local server name, and under that local server name you can just expand that sites. Under the sites you can see we have this society 8777 sites. Okay. So see here, I have copy and paste that folder in this root in the C drive inetpub. Under that www root we have created one folder. Actually this folder is created automatically created by the IIS server. Okay, so under that IIS server you can see society 777. In this server we have that all required packages. Okay, like packages, that means we have that Microsoft ASP.NET Core authentication, data.sql client, because we are calling store procedure from this ASP.NET Core Web API. Okay, so that's the reason we have lots of required DLL. So you can see we have that main society 8777.exe DLL as well, and we have some Swagger for development purpose. We use the Swagger UI. Okay, so that reason we have this buckle and Swagger DLL. Okay, and now we also have that app settings, so we configure that all settings in app.settings settings.json, not .com, sorry, app settings.json. Okay, so this is the project. I have created this project using ASP.NET Web API 9.0. Okay, I will show you that version as well. Loading properties. Now you can see the target framework is .NET 9.0. Okay, so now you can see in this we wrote some common logic here. We have controller, we have database context. In that database context you can see we use this all the tables in SQL server, like TBL user, flat, guest, parking, incidents, error log. Okay, so we use this all, we configure this all tables here, and we also creating the model builder on model creating in this. Okay, so we mapping the all tables here, the guest table, parking table, incident table, error log table. Okay, and we have so we have that app setting.json file also. So you can see we configure the connection string here, we configure the JWT key here. So this is non-prod keys. Okay, and you can see we already encrypted this connection string, SQL connection string. Okay, so for decrypting we use the decryptor logic in common function, so that required some user, that required some algorithms or key, so that key is only decrypt this connection string. Okay, so now first thing I will explain you the architecture. Okay, so in this we use the repository pattern for this. Okay, so we have created interface. For example, we have this society user, so you can see we have these methods. Okay, these all methods, and we use that action result because we are returning any type of data, like we returning the custom response. Okay, so that's reason we use the I action result. Now you can see we have created models, that required models. It's same like as our database table. Okay, so you can see we have these columns, and we use the data annotation key, like UID is a primary key, so we use this key filter here. And you can also see we don't use this flag column in our table, so that reason I use not map. So when we are retrieving the data from the database and binding to this class, so this particular flag field is not considered for this under that select statement. Okay, so we have also token system, so we are generating the token. Okay, based on user ID and password we are generating the token, and based on that token our third party, our Android and iOS application consume that API by using the token in the header. So I can show you that token generation method also. So you can see we have this token generation method. We are passing username and password in this method. We are okay, you can see we are passing the URL plus token. So same this API we already hosted in our local IIS server. Okay, so I will show you that. Ipconfig. Okay, so you can see we already hosted this our society API in this URL. So the 8000 is our port. Okay, and this is dynamic IP address. So this IP address is not static. Every time this IP got changed. Okay, so we have that another solution for this. So we will discuss in that later video. Okay, so now you can see uh, we have this controller error log. If you click here, now you can see the request body. Okay, we need to pass this parameter, so we can insert the error log into the error table in our database. Okay, so you can also fetch the all error logs from here. Okay, we need to pass this all the parameters, or we need to pass only the, sorry, we don't need to pass anything. We need to pass only the flag parameter. Okay, because we fetching all the error log data. You can see here also as well, and here is the log symbol. Okay, for this we need to generate the token first. Okay, without token you cannot execute this web API or web method. Okay, because that token is required. We wrote some logic here in that society application. Okay, if you are not passing any token, then it's showing like 401 not authorized error. Okay, it's showing not authorized errors. So we'll try to execute any one method here. Okay, now I'm trying to fetch all error log method. Here you can see I'm click here. Now I'm trying to pass the parameter and I'm clicking on execute. Okay, so now you can see we are getting unauthorized error. Okay, you can see 401 unauthorized. So for this we need to generate the token first, then we need to authorize that method. Okay, once that method is authorized, then after that we can able to retrieve data from error log. So you can see we have this token method. Okay, so based on this we can generate the new token here. Okay, so now I'm trying to generate a new token here. Okay, and the flag is log, log. Execute. Okay, now you can see our token generated successfully. And basically this token is combination like header, payload and signature. Based on these three combination, that JWT token is generated. Now I'm directly authorizing this only particular method, so I'm going to pass that JSON token here. Okay, now I'm again, now you can see the all methods are authorized. Okay, so now you can see I'm trying to execute this method again, I'm not sure about the flag actually. Okay, internal server error. So I need to check what flag we need to pass. Okay, now in that society application, under that programmability store procedure. Okay, in this store procedure, TBL error logs. Now click on modify. Okay, so this in flag is for insert and report flag is for report. Okay, so we need to pass that report. Now execute. Okay, now you can see here we got the response from this API. So we got error ID is it, error page is flat details page. Okay, so when user is trying to update or insert the details in the flat details page, on that time that user getting this error like error converting system.in64. Okay, so you can see here error message, input string was not is in a correct format. Okay, so error log by is 103, error log by name Suryaji Babar, error created date is this. Okay, so like we are fetching all error logs. So this page is only, this error page is only available for developer mode, because error because we have provide access only to the developer, not user, so user cannot see this type of page or error logs. Okay, so user only can insert their update their user details and flat details only on and guest details only. Okay, so like this we build this API. We have error log, we have firebase notification, but currently we are not using this firebase notification because we need some actually our free quota is already completed, so we need to purchase some subscription for this. So currently we implemented that WhatsApp message sending for this. Okay, so you can see we have the flat schema, adding flat, get all flat, update flat and delete flat. Okay, so now you can see guest, get notification, add guest, update guest, delete guest, then get all guest list, then upload the guest image. Okay, so we can directly we can take this image photo that guest, and we can directly upload that image using this our API upload method. Okay, so we have this images folder, under images folder we can directly upload that images automatically by using our Android iOS phone. You can see guest image, INC image and parking and user image. Okay, so like incidents, you can see we also have method add incident, update incident, get all incident, delete incident and same upload incident here. Like same we have the parking, add parking, upload parking, delete parking, get all parking list, get parking details by ID, parking and get parking. And you can see we have that all post method, and few method we have that get and delete method, delete http, post http get. Okay, so you can see society user. So when user is trying to log in, on that time we use this get login method to log in into the application, Android or iOS application. This add user for adding the user, update user for the updating the user details with image, that get all users user img. Okay, and that update device ID. So this method is used to only a user, only one user is login into the one system, one mobile. Okay, if user trying to log in the another device, then our Android applications throw the error like you cannot use this detail login details in the multiple device, like that reason we are updating or inserting the device ID in this database. So I will show you that as well. You can see we have table user. Okay, okay, so you can see we updating that device ID here. Now you can see the schemas: error log, flat, guest, incident, parking, user, and token generation. Okay, so now you can see here society project, society underscore 777. Now I am going to click on the publish. Okay, so once we click on that publish button, now it will open that publish folder. So you can see I have created this folder profile. In that folder profile, you can see I have set this target location, that delete existing file. Currently I make it as false. Configuration is release, target framework is 9.0. Okay, because we have developed this, we use that .NET framework is 9.0. That's the reason I set here net 9.0. Target runtime is portable. Okay, so you can see here, and that connection is like I have selected this folder and setting here. Okay, now after that I'm clicking in this publish folder. Okay, once you click on this publish folder, now it will deploy the all folder, all files, all required packages into this location. Okay, and I already shown you that we have configured this, we have created this here. You can see now in this action section, you can see browser is 8000. Okay, so I will show you that setting as well. So you can see we use 8000, and we also use the domain in the sense, if you don't need to use that IP address, then you can directly use this domain as well, mysocietyf7.com and our flag. I think I reverted these changes from the host files. Okay, I will show you that where we need to update that changes. Okay, so you can easily use that domain. Based on the domains, your domain, you can easily access this API or URL. Okay, okay, you can see. So our current IP address is 10.52.255. Okay, and that I have mentioned that IP address is different. Okay, that reason that API is not working. Okay, in this browser. Oh, sorry. Okay, so for that we need to open this notepad using admin mode. Okay, so now I'm going to open this using admin mode. Now I'm copying this all things from here to our newly created notepad file. Okay, so now I'm going to close that existing file. Okay, now I'm entering the IP address here. Okay, IP config. So you can see this is our IP address. And okay, now I'm going to save as all files and host. Now I'm going to refresh this. Okay, now you can see we are able to access our API by using the domain name like my society myso7.com and this. Okay, so now this is our Android and iOS application. So currently we don't have any Mac. Currently we don't have any Mac system or iPhone. So that's reason currently I have unloaded this iOS project. Okay, so this application is available only for Android. So in this you can see we have this portable project. Okay, in this portable project we have created these all XAML pages like required pages, dashboard page, then the device manager page, about page, guest register page, guest history page, flat page. So we configure all these pages under that our Xamarin portable project. Okay, so in this project you can see we consume that our society API here in this. So you can see we are sending the image truth. We are storing the image using this our society web API. Like the same, we also storing the data into the database. We are inserting or updating the data using our API. So I will show you that as well. You can see we are using that application slash JSON. We are passing the token here, and we are passing the our society controller name and method name. Okay, so like this we are storing the data into the database. We have this type of functionality. One more thing, so we use that repository repo pattern for this. So this is the loosely coupled pattern. In future if you want to make any changes, so you can easily make changes without any impacting the other controller or other classes. Okay, so it's a totally loosely coupled application. So now next thing is I will show you the all logic at the procedure level, in store procedure level, because we use that store procedure. We are calling the store procedure. I will show you one sample. Okay, for example, parking. So you can see here add parking method. We are getting the all parking parameters from our Android application. Okay, so like basically Android application pass all these parameters. We are reading that these parameters here, and based on that we are calling this procedure. You can see from SQL raw we are calling this procedure, and we are passing this all parameters. Okay, so I will show you that all the procedure logic. So this is user logic. Okay, so you can see we have passed all the parameters, and we are accessing that IP address for image, because when user click on that their own profile, so they are able to see that image, their image as well, like parking image, then incidence image, like that we are passing this dynamically. So we have one table, configuration table. Okay, so you can see we need to update this IP address. When that address got changed, on that time only we need to update that IP address. Okay, so you can see the login method is here. So in this section we are just fetching the user ID based on user email and password. Then we are inserting the login history here. Like that we have lots of logic in this user field. So you can see we are also take incident count. We also take that guest count here. You can see this is the incident count, this is guest count. Then you can see the in flag is for inserting the records. update is for updating the records, and the best thing is we have stored the encrypted password in this table, so no one can easily crack that. So if they want to see that plain text password, then they required some keys to decrypt that strings password strings. So we have report section, we have based on that admin, super admin, developer, we are showing, we are displaying the user data based on this. Okay, so if that user having admin, super admin and developer option, then that user is able to view all the users details. Okay, if that users having only the simple user access, then user only can see their own profile only. Okay, so that normal user cannot see the other user's profile. Okay, so this type of we have created for flat, guest, incident, parking, society and user. Okay, so one more thing is for, like I already shown you that how we can deploy this ASP.NET Web Core 9.0. So suppose you already published these things and you deployed that in IIS server, but the main thing is for this we required one more .exe file from that my MIT, okay, my Microsoft official site. So you can see .NET hosting 9.0.9 win.exe. So basically this is for runtime bundle. So we need to deploy, we need to install this. Once you install this, then you can able to access this your API here. Okay, so for example, in future if you convert this into the 10.0 .NET 10.0, then you need to .NET runtime bundle version like 10.0. Okay, so if you need actual demo for this, so you can comment below in section. I will provide you the all demo and all functionality, and we have user guide also. If required, I will provide you the user guide also for that Android application. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.